really thrown the ball in traffic, and they've made a big play for you. And he's got to have a lot of confidence in those receivers to do that.
He either has a lot of confidence or he's got a horseshoe up his tail. I don't know, but he throws it in there and he expects him to catch it. I mean, sometimes I think he's hoping it in there, but it goes really quick and it gets there. Our offense is throw it quickly and get it into the hands of our receivers, let them run and decide what they want to do with it. That's what we kind of do. We can't sit back in the pocket for 2 seconds because we got about 1.3 to get it off
Marshfield and Kaukauna. They met the previous 2 years, and those are the first games ever played between these two schools. Marshfield won them both, winning at Beale Stadium in 2017, 27-14, and winning at Kaukauna last season, 24-21, on a thrilling victory late in the ball game as Mason Coffin kicked an 18-yard field goal as time expired to give Marshfield that win. Tigers had to come back last year and win that ball game, but Ryan Krieger threw long touchdown passes to Isaac Milford, including a 69-yarder late in the ball game to allow Marshfield to come back and win that contest a year ago, 24-21. Looking forward to a good ball game this evening. By the way, at halftime, please join us. Our special guest, Marshfield native and former Columbus High School sports standout Rob Heller, talking about his new assignment as the head volleyball coach at Pittsville High School. Coach Heller served for about 16 years as the head coach at Spencer, but changed positions this year, now at Pittsville. We'll talk about the Panther program with Coach Heller at halftime this evening. And that is our pregame report for this evening. Stay with us. Marshfield Tiger football up next, right here on AM 1450 WDLB.
At wide receiver, number 10, 6'3", junior, Wyatt Lemoyne. At quarterback. Five 10 sophomore. Oh, check that. Sorry. Number 57.
On either side. Hoffman shifts now. Van Asten takes the snap, gives to Hoffman, has a nice hold-off tackle across the 30 to the 35-yard line and up into around the 37. Had to slither on this near side and got outside for a nice gain. Finally tackled by Tyler Hom downfield at the 38-yard line. He gained 16 on that first run of the ballgame.
Good hole off left guard, left tackle that time for Kaukauna, and that's what we saw from Hoffman last year. A lot of inside running and very slippery. Nice side steps and limp leg type moves. Very crafty runner.
1st and 10 Kaukauna at their own 38. 3 receivers far side, 1 to the near side.
And Van Asten looks to throw to the far sideline, caught along the sideline at the 45-yard line by Austin Miller, hurled down at the 46-yard line. Principal tackler Braden Richardson. Miller makes the catch, his 11th of the year, and gains about 8 on the play. 2nd and 2 coming up for Kaukauna at their own 46-yard line.
Yeah, the ideal situation being in that 2nd or 3rd and very short opens up the playbook.
Miller and Gaber out to the far side. 2 receivers on the near side, and Hoffman in the backfield behind Van Asten on 2nd and 2 from the 46. Van Asten has it, looks to pass once again. Now throws across the middle. It's caught. A leaping catch by Charlie Weber across the Tiger 45. Dropped immediately by Braden Richardson, but that's enough for a first down.
Blatant hold on one of the Tiger defenders coming through the line. His jersey, let's just put it this way, is a lot bigger right now.
Gain of 12 on that pass play to Weber. First down for Kaukauna at the Tiger 42-yard line. Play just underway here at Hiding Stadium. No score. Kaukauna on the drive on their first possession. Again, 2 receivers on either side. Noah Van Asten in the pistol. Hank Hoffman in the backfield next to him on this play. Now Hoffman shifts to the far side. Van Asten gets the snap. Hands to Hoffman. Straight ahead. Gets hit immediately and dropped at the line of scrimmage. A good defensive play by Seth Peterson. And no gain on the play. Hoffman stomped on first down. They gave him about a half a yard.
Boy, this so-called mist has become a very heavy mist right now.
Yeah,
it's really blowing.
We can look into the light towers across the field and see that it's pretty wet out there right now. 2nd and 9 for Kaukauna at the Tiger 41-yard line.
So much for clearing towards evening as the weather reports for today.
2 receivers near side, 1 on the far side. Now it's 2 on the far side. Noah Van Asten playing quarterback. Hank Hoffman the back behind him on 2nd and 9. Hoffman back to pass, starts to run now, heads to the far sideline, gets tripped up, stays on his feet, and throws the ball out of bounds along the far sideline. Some good pressure there by Seth Peterson and several other Tigers, and that forces the incomplete pass. So now a 3rd down play for Kaukauna, their first 3rd and long of the night. 3rd and 9 for the Ghosts at the Marshfield 41-yard line.
Well, my OGs again was another Tiger defender, had his jersey stretched out, and oh well, the officials are going to let him play in this weather apparently.
3 receivers on the near side, 1 to the far side. On 3rd and 9 from the 41, Hoffman in the backfield next to Van Asten. Snap goes back. Here's a throw to the near sideline, and it's intercepted by Richardson. Across the 40-yard line, stop right there. Braden Richardson makes the pass interception, cuts in front of Weber for the pickoff, and the Tigers have the ball back on the first turnover of the ball game.
A lot of the passing routes are going to be very similar between these teams, and Kaukauna trying a slant pass over the middle. Richardson read it, dropped right into that gap. I'm sure the quarterback, Van Asten, never saw him and threw it right to Richardson. Here we go, Tiger football.
So Marshfield football at their own 40-yard line. 3 minutes into this contest, no score. And the Tiger offense on the field. Richardson with that pass interception, his first of the year. He did have a fumble recovery earlier this season. Joey Gadel in the pistol. On first down, the handoff straight ahead. And I think that's Logan Durham out to about the 45-yard line. Yes, that's Durham. Carries for 4 yards on the play.
Over left guard that time.
Ball's right on the 45-yard line. 2nd and 6. Joey Gadel at quarterback has passed for 441 yards, 1 touchdown, and 4 pass interceptions this year. He had 152 and 1 score against Hortonville last week. 2nd and 6 Tigers at their own 45. 2 receivers far side, 1 to the near side. Hinson comes in motion, gets the fake handoff, and Gadel takes it straight ahead, but is going to lose yardage. They tried to fake the jet sweep to Hinson. Joey kept it, but got stopped behind the line. He'll lose about a yard on the play.
Yeah, after the fake, Joey pretty much stood there. There are no receivers going downfield. I couldn't tell whether the ball was mishandled a little bit, but something just didn't seem right on that and timing on that play.
Tigers facing with 3rd and 7 at their own 44. Wyatt Lemoyne, who caught 8 passes against Hortonville last week, was back in the ball game. Tigers going from north to south here at Hiding Stadium.
Whatever wind advantage is, they have it right now.
Double slot on 3rd and 7 from the 44-yard line. Schaefer now in the backfield. next to Gadel. Joey takes the snap, starts to run straight ahead, won't get very far, back to the 45, that's about it. I'm not sure that was a designed run or not. The protection collapsed pretty quickly, and Joey took off straight ahead, gained 2 yards back to the 45.
Looked like it might have been a quarterback draw all the way. I didn't see much in terms of receivers out on patterns. There were 2 running short patterns on this sideline over here, but didn't look like they were really that enthusiastic in the passing game there. I think that was a quarterback draw all the way.
Kyle Tremelling to punt on 4th and 6 from the 45. Jacob Van Zielen back in deep safety for Kaukauna inside his own 25-yard line. Floating snap. Tremelling gets the kick away to the near sideline. Bounces at the 30, bounces backward to the 32 and stop right there. And so the ball stopped on the 33-yard line. 22-yard punt by Tremelling. And Kaukauna takes over at their own 33-yard line. We have 6:50 remaining in the first quarter. No score in this ball game. Don't forget to join us on our postgame report for our block of the game, a service of Sternweiss & Sons and their block division, 400 East Arnold Street in Marshfield. 1st and 10 Kaukauna at their own 33-yard line. Van Asten again leads out the offense. 2 receivers on either side. Hoffman in the backfield. Van Asten takes the snap, hands to Hoffman straight ahead and slithering across the 40, 45, up the near sideline to midfield, and he may go all the way. Hoffman at the 20, the 10, the 5, and in the end zone for the touchdown.
Tigers blitz from the right side of their defense, and that's exactly where Hoffman ended up going after he got through the line of scrimmage, came towards this near sideline. There was no extra defender out here, and like you said, untouched, gone.
One play, 67-yard scoring drive for Kaukauna. And the Ghosts lead 6-0. They'll attempt to kick the PAT here. Kyle Seafelt on to kick. Van Asten is the holder. Low snap, ball goes down, kick is on the way, and it is up and through. So Kaukauna has the early lead, 6:40 remaining in the first quarter. Our score is Kaukauna 7, Marshfield Tigers nothing. Back to Hiding Stadium and more football in just a moment.
Nothing beats a great burger, so we...
The home of your dreams. Now what? You need a home mortgage from a lender that can help you make home ownership more affordable with the speed and service you deserve.
You need Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. Whether you're a new home buyer or refinancing your current mortgage, you can trust Fairway to provide you with everything you need.
At Fairway, we understand you want it right and you want it fast, and we'll guarantee it. 30 days or less, or we'll pay your closing costs.
Be in the home of your dreams faster with Fairway.
Yard line, far sideline, 15-20, upended there at the 22. Hinson just stayed in the field of play. The official right there at the goal line to make sure Sam's foot did not go back into the end zone, which it did not, and so he can return out to the 22-yard line. Tiger offense back on the field. They'll spot the ball back at the 21. Tigers now trailing 7-0, 6:35 remaining in the opening quarter.
Tough thing for a team that goes behind quickly like that is to just try to maintain your game plan as opposed to, okay, I guess we better start throwing the ball all over the yard here.
Durham comes out wide near side. Gadel in the pistol formation. High snap. He'll pitch it to the near side. Here comes Dickinson with a seam across the 20. Flag goes down behind the play. Dickinson to the 23-yard line. Picks up 2. We'll see if that play comes back. Holding call against Marshfield.
Flag down on the field.
Tigers called for a hold, and so they'll lose some yardage on this exchange.
Tigers have been doing the best they can this year to try to produce a running game that goes outside the tackles, running various sweeps, even some options. The options have been pretty effective at times, but of course that exposes your quarterback every time he's out there running and pitching. But the teams we've been playing, Gene, have been very, very quick, from the linebacker and secondary making it very tough for us to run those outside plays.
Ball goes back to the 10-yard line, so it's 1st and 21. Slade to the far side, Lemoyne near side. Gable back at the pistol around the 5-yard line. Moves Schaefer around next to him. Joey takes the snap, bat to pass. Throw to the far sideline, incomplete. Threw the ball by Durham at the 20-yard line. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 21 for the Tigers at their own 10-yard line. Tiger football tonight on WDLB, a service of Hefco Fluoro Company, River Edge Golf Course of Marshfield, and I-State Truck Center of Marshfield.
Kaukauna in ideal position here to hold Marshfield, force them to punt. Of course, Marshfield got a punt blocked for a touchdown that broke the game open last week against Hortonville.
Lemoyne far side. Hinson wide near side with Slade on 2nd and 21. Hinson goes in motion. And Gadel wants to run the ball himself across the 10 and not much further. Stopped around the 12-yard line. Tigers tried that quarterback keeper again. He gets about 2 yards on the play. Sets up 3rd and 19 for the Tigers at their own 12-yard line.
Well, what you're seeing here is teams coming in, and now this part of the season, they've had enough tape already of Joey to know that he's effective passing the football, and he's a good athlete and a good runner, but Marshfield doesn't have a lot of inside running besides him, so they're keying on him, and it's going to be tough going for him to try to keep that ball on keepers or even a fake option on the inside.
Simon Slade back in the ball game. 3rd and 19, Tigers at their own 12. Lemoyne near side with Hinson. Slade on the far side. Gadel takes the snap, fades the pass, being rushed, heads to the near sideline. Still on his feet, he'll take off, and stopped around the 13-yard line, falls forward to the 15. Looking on the near sideline for either Slade or Durham, they couldn't get free, so Joey takes off and does gain 3, but the Tigers in 4th and long at their own 15-yard line. And so Tremelling on to punt once again. Jacob Van Zeelen back in deep safety for Kaukauna. The Go should get good field position here. Van Zeelen lines up right around the 50-yard line.
And these supposed clearing clouds for tonight have gotten very dark. Very windy.
Snap out to Tremelling. And the kick is away.
Uh-oh.
A good rush there. Ball rolls inside the 45-yard line to midfield and down at the Kaukauna 48. 37-yard punt. So Kaukauna again, Dale, with good field position here.
Yeah, I was watching Tremelling, he was run into after the punt got away, but apparently the official who was right there felt that there just wasn't enough, a severe enough contact to call a running into or a roughing the punter.
Kaukauna ball on their own 49, 4:20 remaining. First quarter, Kaukauna leads 7-0. Ghosts have 2 receivers on either side. Quarterback Noah Van Asten in the pistol. Hank Hoffman behind him. Tigers with 4 down linemen. Van Asten changing the play here. Gets everybody set. Now takes the snap, looks to pass. Pump fakes, running out of time, gets hit and sacked back at the 45-yard line. Good defensive pressure. And it looks like the principal sack man on that play was Tyler Wine. That'd be his 2nd sack of the year.
Looked like Van Asten might have been changing the play at the line of scrimmage, and again they were trying a slant play across the middle with one of their slot receivers, and it just wasn't there. Good coverage by the Tigers.
Loss of 4, 2nd and 14, Kaukauna at their own 45. 2 receivers on the near side, in fact now 3 on the near side. 1 to the far side. Van Asten hands off to Hoffman, getting outside with some room. Now pushed out of bounds near midfield. Run down from behind and thrown out of bounds by a Marshfield defender.
Hoffman with the carry, gains back a few.
I believe that may have been, not sure who that was.
3rd and 11 at the 48.
That may have been Jaden Wilhelm over there making that stop. They mark him out of bounds at the 48-yard line, so a gain of 3. And again, Kaukauna in 3rd and long. 3rd and 11 for the Ghosts at their own 48. They'll have 3 receivers on the near side, 1 to the far side. 4 down linemen for Marshfield here. Van Asten in the pistol. And a false start here. The receiver on the far sideline moved to count early. That was Carson Sipple.
Just no excuse for that. You've got, as a wide receiver, you've got to watch the ball or watch for movement inside in the line or something. And yeah, he took off way early. It was a Canadian football type of motion all of a sudden here.
Ball back at the 43, now 3rd and 16 for Kaukauna. The Tigers will pull defensive lineman Tyler Hom for an extra defensive back here. 3rd and 16 Kaukauna at their own 43. 3 men to the near side, 2 on the far side, empty backfield behind Van Asten. Van Asten fades to pass, being rushed, middle screen is grabbed by Hoffman to the near sideline and pulled down from behind on a superb defensive play. Marshfield man gets in there, makes a great defensive play. That's Tyler Wine again. As Hoffman sprinting in the clear was tripped up from behind by Wine at the 46-yard line. That's only a 3-yard gain and puts Kaukauna back into a punting situation. 4th and 13 for Kaukauna at their own 43-yard line. A couple of big plays by Tyler Wine defensively on that series. 4th and 13. And Gavin Lom on the punt for Kaukauna. Kick is on the way. Not a real deep kick, a high kick. Bounces inside the 30 and out of bounds near the Marshfield 25-yard line. So the Tigers offense back on the field. 2:44 left in the first quarter. Marshfield trailing Kaukauna here at Hiding Stadium by a score of 7-0. We will have a sports special for you next Tuesday night here on WDLB, Marshfield Tigers Soccer. The Tigers in Wausau East from Hiding Stadium. That broadcast Tuesday at 6:45 right here on AM 1450 WDLB and on WDLB-WOSQ.com. 1st and 10 Tigers at their own 27-yard line. Hinson goes in motion. Now goes back to a slot spot on the near side. Now goes in motion again. And Gadel on the option keeps the ball. Now pitches late to Hinson up the far sideline and steps out of bounds as he crosses the 40-yard line. Let's see where they put him back at the 36, it looks like.
Yeah, he got real wide on the pitch, and Joey did a great job of drawing defense to him. Hinson was wide open down the sidelines, but his route that he ran on the pitch was just a little wide, and as soon as he got the pitch, more or less, he stepped out of bounds.
Does gain 9 on the play, though, so a 2nd and 1 for Marshfield at their own 36-yard line. Noah Schaefer comes in. He'll play a wing on the near side. And Durham, the running back, next to Gadel on 2nd and 1. Hinson comes in motion. Handoff goes to Durham, hitting the backfield and stopped back at the 35. Durham going off the left side, but nothing there, and he'll lose a yard on the play. Tigers having a tough time running in short yardage situation. 3rd and about a yard and a half now for Marshfield, just across the 35-yard line. Dickinson and Hinson come back in the ballgame for Marshfield as Durham leaves here.
See if they try a bootleg play this time. Rolling out Gadel.
Lemoyne to the near side, Slade on the far side. Gadel in the pistol on 3rd and less than 2. Joey sets down the line. Takes the snap and throws far sideline. Caught for the first down by Slade, who dives forward to about the 43-yard line.
Quick pass to the short side of the field, right in front of the Kaukauna bench. Nice route, nice pass.
Simon Slade on the catch, his 15th of the year. Tiger first down. They'll mark him back at the 42-yard line. 1:35 left in the first quarter. Tigers trail 7-0.
Sometimes those short passes like that in a shotgun or a quick punt type formation, it's called, the quarterback doesn't even have time to get his fingers on the strings of the football. Just get out there, or the laces, just get out there and throw it.
Lane to the near side. Hinson comes in motion. And inside handoff to Durham looking for a hole. He dives out to about the 45-yard line.
First counter of the day.
And Logan Durham picks up 3 on that carry. Logan coming into this ballgame and rushed for 11 yards and 1 touchdown. Getting some extensive work here the last week or so.
Mm-hmm. We've seen Nikolai quite often and Hinson carrying those balls, but Nikolai in particular on those counters.
Nikolai, by the way, is in street clothes on the sideline.
Oh, okay.
That's a loss for the Tigers tonight. 2nd and 7 Tigers at their own 45. Final minute of the first quarter. 2 receivers on either side. Dickinson goes in motion and now goes back to his wing spot on the far side. Now goes in motion again. And the handoff goes straight ahead for a short gain. That's Noah Schaefer carrying the fullback to about the 48-yard line. He'll gain 3 on that play. That play may end the period. Clock is moving with 15 seconds left in the quarter. Cato looking at the near sideline, but in no hurry. And that play will end the first quarter of football here at Hiding Stadium in Marshfield. Our score after one period, Kaukauna 7 and the Marshfield Tigers nothing. We'll come back with second quarter action following these messages. The Marshfield Tiger Booster Club congratulates Trevor
producing the highest quality meat in the area since 1939. From chicken to pork, beef to seafood, here you'll find only the best. Try our award-winning summer sausage and snack sticks, made from only the highest quality cuts, no fillers. And good luck choosing between our 34 flavors of brats. Stop by for lunch and grab a made-to-order sub, burger, or salad. And don't forget all the canned goods, salsas, pickles, pizzas, and more. All locally sourced. Hewitt's Meat in Marshfield and Tomahawk. Hewitt's Meat has been producing the highest quality.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Still Noah Schaefer next to him. Dickinson and Hinson are the wings on this play. Joey takes the step, back to pass, has time, throws near sideline, wide open, Slade at the 40-yard line, out of bounds right there, and Simon has the first down on that catch.
Gadel got rid of the ball and stood in there and took a shot right in the chest and got knocked down. And then he kind of, as he threw the ball and it was completed, he kind of put his fist up in the air while lying on the ground, kind of like showing the defensive player.
They'll put Simon out of bounds at the 38-yard line, gain of 14. A first down for Marshfield at the Kaukauna 38. Early second quarter, Tigers trail 7-0. Lemoyne on the far side. Hinson on the near side. Durham the wing on the far side. Hinson goes in motion. Inside handoff, a nice gain here by Durham, but he'll be cut down at the 36 after a gain of 2.
Very nice play by the Kaukauna Ghosts. Jack Block, who chased that play down from behind. If he had not gotten there from behind, that might have scored. That play was well blocked on this near sideline, but one of the things that can happen on that counter play is opposite side linemen or linebackers following the play along the line of scrimmage.
Block, one of the top defenders on that Kaukauna defense, 5'11", 255 defensive tackle. Has a sack and 2 tackles for loss this year. 2nd and 8 for Marshfield at the Kaukauna 36. And Gadel on the run, heading to the far sideline. This is run all the way, cuts back inside, and pulled down as he crosses the 35 at about the 31-yard line. Now as a designed sweep, quarterback sweep on the play, and Joey gets about 5 yards on the carry. He may mark him back at the 32, looks like they will, so 4 on the play. And a 3rd and 4 for the Tigers at the Kaukauna 32-yard line.
3rd and 4.
Likely 4-down territory here for the Tigers. Kaukauna defense not real big, but pretty quick. Slade to the near side. Lemoyne on the far side. Gadel in the pistol formation. Hinson goes in motion, and some movement on the offensive line. Let's see who it's going to be called on. Looks like it may go against Marshfield. That will be the call. Procedure against the Tigers. Moves the ball back to the 37. And it will be 3rd and 9 for Marshfield.
Well, with only 3rd and 3.5 to 4 yards to go on that last play call, Joey deciding to go on a little longer cadence count, but unfortunately the people that jumped first were his own linemen.
That does happen sometimes.
Yes, it does.
3rd and 9 Tigers at the Kaukauna 37. Slade and Lemoyne, the wideouts. Wings on either side, Schaefer in the backfield. And a Kaukauna man jumps across the line. That was Jack Block. He just kind of fell across the line and tapped a Marshfield man on the helmet, said, I know I'm offside, so let's just tap you and make it official. So the ball goes back to the 32.
We do it all over again, more or less.
So once again, 3rd and 4. Tigers rotating offensive linemen once again tonight. They rotated about 8 guys in 5 different spots. You see that Garrett Anderson is now stationed at left tackle for the Tigers. 3rd and 4 Tigers at the Kaukauna 32. Gadel in the pistol formation. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Going deep along the near sideline for Slade. He turns around and drops the ball. He tried to backpedal and catch it at the same time. It went off his fingertips at the 5-yard line.
A lot of people would call that a back shoulder throw as Gadel threw it a little bit behind him and towards the outside, but he had 2 Kaukauna defenders, one behind him and one right alongside. I'm sure that made it very difficult for him to even get a good look at that football.
Tigers apparently will go for it on 4th and 4 at the Kaukauna 32-yard line. Simon Slade comes back in for Marshfield. Lemoyne on the far side. Now he shifts to the near side. Hinson and Slade on the far side. 4th and 4 from the 32. Hinson comes in motion. And Gadel tries to run it himself and gets stopped behind the line. He'll be dropped back at the 35. The Tigers lose 3 yards on that play. Tied the quarterback draw, did not work. And a 10-play drive stalls out.
Gadel with the keeper, doesn't get the first down.
Kaukauna regains possession at their own 35-yard line. 9:02 remaining, second quarter. And Marshfield trailing 7-0.
There were 2 receivers to this near sidelines. One of them was wide open. I think Joey just saw the rush coming so quickly that he just didn't have much of a choice but to hang on to the football.
Noah Van Asten comes back in the ball game as the Kaukauna quarterback. 2 receivers on either side. Hank Hoffman in the backfield. On first down, Hoffman gets the carry, straight ahead, breaking some tackles, then gets stood up at the 38 and pushed back. An aggressive tackle by a couple of Tiger players. Gust is there for 1. Hoffman out to the 39, picks up 4 yards on the play.
Hoffman's the kind of runner that you've got to get bodies to him. One guy making the tackle is kind of tough because he is so shifty. He will spin. He will jump cut to the side. Not real big, but you need help to get him down.
2nd and 7, Kaukauna at their own 39. 2 receivers on either side. Van Asten hands off to Hoffman again, gets outside for some yardage up the far sideline to midfield and push it out of bounds right there. He'll have a Kaukauna first down. They'll mark him out at the 48. He gains 9 on the play and a first down for Kaukauna.
Good for a first down at the 48-yard line.
The Auburndale High School Volleyball Invitational tomorrow. Play begins at 9 a.m. Field includes Columbus, Spencer, Stratford, Mosinee, Assumption, and Nakusa. Tomorrow, 9 a.m. at Auburndale High School. 1st and 10, Kaukauna at their own 48. Wideouts on both sides. Van Asten in the pistol formation. Hoffman next to him. Gets the snap, looks to pass, has time, throws the near sideline. The ball is knocked away by Richardson, incomplete. Nicely done once again by Braden Richardson, cutting in front of Cody Gaber to knock down that pass. Almost had himself his second pass interception, but the ball deflected and falls incomplete.
Yeah, not only that, but that ball was tipped up in the air near the sidelines, and there was another Tiger player that had a diving attempt at the ball and just couldn't quite grab it out here.
A couple of big defensive plays already tonight for Braden Richardson. 2nd and 10, Kaukauna at their own 48. Gaber and Sipper cut out nigh to the near side. 2 receivers on the far side. Van Asten gets a high snap and hands to Hoffman. He gets hit in the backfield and spun down for a loss. Ben Gust on the play back at the 45-yard line. Loss of 3 as Gust read that sweep very nicely. A 3-yard loss on that play for Hoffman.
Right now, Kaukauna is running an awful lot of their plays towards their own bench, which means they're running it on the short side of the field. And a couple times now that they've run Hoffman to the short side, he just hasn't had enough room over there, and the sideline has helped the Tiger defense.
3rd and 13 for Kaukauna at their own 45. 3 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Van Asten takes the snap, rolling towards the near sideline. Now throws on the run. The ball is caught at the 50-yard line by Charlie Weber, but dropped immediately after a short gain. Looks like Gust and I believe Dustin Altman on that stop at the 50. Gain of 5, but still it sets up a 4th and about 8 for Kaukauna, and it looks like they'll punt the football. Ghosts change teams here. 4th and 7 from the 49. Kyle Springstrow on to punt, Dale.
Great place on the field to fake.
And nobody back for Marshfield. Tigers concerned about a possible fake. No one back. Good snap, and Springstrow is kicking. And now a fair catch called for by Slade, who falls down at the 21-yard line, got back there and made the play at the 21. And Marshfield takes over from that spot with 6:45 remaining in the first half, and Marshfield trailing 7-0. At halftime, we'll be joined by former Columbus Don sports standout Rob Heller, now taking over as the volleyball coach at Pittsville High School after many years as the successful coach at Spencer, now coaching at Pittsville. We'll talk about the Pittsville volleyball team at halftime tonight. 1st and 10 Tigers from their own 21-yard line. Joey Gadel back on the field. Looks like Hinson might be in the backfield behind him on this play. On 1st down, the handoff goes to Hinson, straight ahead to about the 24, then gets bumped down right there. Hinson that time in the offensive backfield in that I-back spot and gains 3 on the carry. Sam, perhaps Marshfield's best runner, has carried for 229 yards and 1 touchdown so far this year.
Most of them have been to the outside or on counter plays.
2nd and 7 now for Marshfield at their own 24. Tigers break the huddle.
Taking a lot of time here.
Gadel in that pistol formation on 2nd and 7.
5-second count.
Grabs the snap, back to pass. Pump fakes, drops the football. And it looks like a Tiger ball player falls on it. Ball fell out of his hands and grabbed by Lucas Kittle, an offensive lineman, at the 18-yard line, a loss of 6.
Just cocked his arm back, and as he was bringing it back to throw the football, it just simply slipped out the back door.
So the Tigers looking at 3rd and long here, 3rd and 13 for Marshfield at their own 18-yard line. You're listening to Marshfield Tiger football on AM 1450 WDLB Marshfield and WDLB WOSQ.com. 3rd and long, Gadel back in the pistol. Back to pass, steps up, starts to run, has some room across the 20, 25-yard line, to the 30-yard line, up and around the 32. He'll be close to a 1st down. A nice run for Joey Gadel. He may have the 1st down with that scramble.
The last couple yards, he dove over the top of a couple Kaukauna players, showing a lot of courage there, and he does pick up the 1st down. Very physical run. He's not a real big guy, only about 160 pounds, but certainly fearless.
Joey averaging close to 4 yards per carry, gets 15 on that play, and a 1st down for Marshfield at their own 33. 4:50 left, first half. Tigers trail 7-0. Wyatt Lemoyne wide out on the near side. Hinson comes in motion. He gets the handoff on, not Dickinson on the handoff on the jet sweep. It's hit in the backfield, spins away, but still pulled down inside the 30.
Yeah, there comes a point on those sweeps where a running back has to stay inside his blocks and cut up the field, and if it's only going to be a 2-yard gain, so be it. But you can't run around, get outside your own blocker and run right into the defense.
Loses 4 on the play, ball's back at the 29. 2nd and 14 Tigers at their own 29-yard line.
By the way, that's a tough thing to teach to running backs at all levels, to stay within your blockers out in front of you and cut back if need be.
2nd and 14 Tigers at their own 29. Lemoyne far side. Hinson wide on the near side. And Gadel hands off again. This time it's Durham to the 30 and no further. Logan Durham for about 1 yard on that play. Stratford Tigers playing at Columbus, Wisconsin tonight. Arnie Peck is there with an open tab at the concession stand. And he reports that after 1 quarter, Stratford leads Columbus 14-0. Tigers face with 3rd and 13 at their own 30-yard line. Tigers break the huddle. Lemoyne to the near side, Slade on the far side. Schaefer in the backfield next to Gadel. Joey takes the snap. Back to pass. Throws deep across the middle. Looking in traffic. The pass intercepted. Picked off by a Kaukauna defensive back who's dropped back at the 30-yard line. Grabbed by Matthew Bartell. Dropped immediately by Lemoyne. Pass interception by Gadel, his 5th of the year. And each team now is throwing a pass interception in this ball game. So Kaukauna has the ball back. And they'll put the ball in play from their own 33 with 3:03 remaining in the first half, and Marshfield trailing 7-0. Kaukauna offense led out by senior quarterback Noah Van Asten. 2 receivers on either side. Hoffman in the backfield. Van Asten grabs the snap, hands to Hoffman off tackle. A nice gain across the 40, 45. He's in the clear. Straight ahead. He'll go all the way at the 20, the 10, the 5, and in the end zone for the touchdown.
That's what we saw from him last year, Gene. Right straight up the middle. He got through the line of scrimmage after about 3 yards. He made one cut. A linebacker missed him, and Hoffman was gone. He is so shifty.
Hoffman now has 2 touchdown runs, each of 67 yards in this ballgame. And a 1-play, 67-yard scoring drive. Kaukauna leads 13-0. The Ghosts will attempt to kick the PAT. Kyle Seefeld, the kicker. Van Asten is the holder. Ball is down. Here's the kick. It is up, and it is good. 2:52 remaining in the first half here at Hiding Stadium. Our score is Kaukauna 14 and the Marshfield Tigers nothing. More football from Hiding Stadium following this message.
An excellent team is built from the ground up. It starts with a solid foundation, support among its members, and the development of a winning tradition. If you're planning to build or remodel, think of the tradition offered at
Food, family, and fun again this fall at Phelps' Dairy Store. Even more fun to be had when the all-new Culver's Corn Maze opens on Saturday, September 14th. Bring the entire family to Phelps' Dairy Store, just east of Crossroad Commons and Stevens Point, to experience the best corn maze in the area. Choose from the 3-acre maze and test your skill at the full 9-acre Culver's Corn Maze. Again, all the fun begins Saturday, September 14th. Fall hours Monday through Saturday 10 to 6 and Sundays 10 to 2. Phelps' Dairy Store. Food, family, and fun.
Here's the kick by Lom. End over end kick to the far sideline and grabbed by Hinson around the 8-yard line. Heading for the near sideline up the 20, 25-yard line, 30, near sideline to the 35, and pulled down around the 40.
Nice run back by Hinson.
Good job by the Tigers also with setting up a wall, a punt return situation here along their own sideline. Tigers, of course, on this home sideline, which is right down below us here.
Marshfield football on their own 42-yard line. 2:43 remaining in the first half, and Marshfield trails 14-0. 2 long touchdown runs by Hank Hoffman, the difference in this ball game. Joey Gadel at quarterback. He wants to throw on first down. Fire to the far sideline and almost intercepted. Ball was thrown in the direction of Wyatt Lemoyne.
Nice coverage.
However, Zach Eiting cuts in front of Lemoyne, knocked that ball down, almost made a pass interception.
Double coverage right there. And that ball just seemed to hang up a little bit. And Joey is throwing against the wind right now. Against the, let's look at the flag here. Yeah, still pretty much a crosswind, but that would have been a throw that would have been affected by the wind out there.
2nd and 10 for Marshfield at their own 42-yard line. Lemoyne way out wide to the far side. Durham on the near side goes in motion. Handoff comes near side to Hinson, has some room to the 45, out to about the 47. And Sam gains 5 on that play. And so the Tigers face with 3rd and 5 at their own 47-yard line. 2 long touchdown runs by Hank Hoffman of Kaukauna. That's the difference in this one so far tonight.
I'd be willing to bet if you could go back and look at that play, somebody on the Tiger defense did not go to the right gap because he went through that line of scrimmage just clean as a whistle.
Hinson far side. Lemoyne wide near side on 3rd and 5. Snap back to Gadel. Going far side, being pursued. Now takes off himself, 45-50, and out of bounds near the Kaukauna 45-yard line for the first down.
Kaukauna in a man-to-man coverage, and Marshfield running some fairly deep receivers, which gave Gadel a lot of room to the outside to his right, to the far sideline near Kaukauna, and the rush did not get there. He did a good job of escaping as Kaukauna brought 6 players that time.
7 yards for Gadel, a first down for Marshfield at the Kaukauna 46-yard line with 1:50 remaining in the first half. Marshfield trailing Kaukauna 14-0. Marshfield does get the football to start the second half. Here's Simon Slade near side, Lemoyne on the far side. Hinson and Durham also on the near side for Marshfield. Schaefer in the backfield next to Gadel. Snap goes back to Joey. Looks to pass, now starts to run, but gets hit from behind, taken down back at the 49. Matthew Scheckenberg with his second sack of the year. Gadel loses 3 on that play. Second and 13 Tigers, Dale.
Once again, I don't think those are designed running plays. I think he is seeing the rush coming up the middle very quickly and trying to see if he can slide by the rush as it comes in, because it's coming onto him very, very quickly.
Second and 13 Tigers at the Kaukauna 49. Clock down to 1:10 remaining before halftime. 3 receivers near side. Gadel gets the snap. Back to pass, starts to run again, now pulls away, runs to the far sideline, throws on the run, and incomplete into the Kaukauna bench. Marshfield, the man that was Lemoyne in the area around the Kaukauna 40-yard line.
Yeah, he's running for his life right now. The offensive line not giving bad protection, but it's not holding up very long. And when you're in 3rd downs and 2nd downs and 13s, it means you got to run a little bit deeper patterns.
Marshfield takes a timeout here. Tigers' first timeout of the first half. 1:01 remaining in the first half, and our score is Marshfield trailing Kaukauna 14-0. Back to Hiding Stadium and more football in just a moment.
Want to get the most when selling your home? Here's a tip from RE/MAX American Dream Realty in Marshfield.
Wallpaper's having a moment, and not just in its originally intended purpose.
Family and fun again this fall at Phelps' Dairy Store. Even more fun to be had when the all-new Culver's Corn Maze opens on Saturday, September 14th. Bring the entire family to Phelps' Dairy Store, just east of Crossroad Commons and Stevens Point, to experience the best corn maze in the area. Choose from the 3-acre maze and test your skill at the full 9-acre Culver's Corn Maze. Again, all the fun begins Saturday, September 14th. Fall hours Monday through Saturday 10 to 6 and Sundays 10 to 2. Phelps' Dairy Store. Food, family, and fun.
Your broadcast, the idea of playing behind the chains, which means you've got to get more yardage on 1st and 2nd down. That's been a problem for the Tigers all season.
13 Tigers at the Kaukauna 49-yard line. Gadel back to pass. Has time. Lobs it near sideline, but throw it by Hinson, incomplete. Incomplete pass. Tigers likely will punt on 4th and 13 from near midfield.
If Hinson would have caught that ball, I think he would have been dropped immediately for maybe a 3 or 4 yard gain. Not much there on the play, but again, there's not a lot of time to throw it.
Jacob Van Zeelen back in single safety for Kaukauna at his own 20-yard line. Tremelling on to kick. Kyle gets the snap. Kick is on the way, a high kick. And Van Zeelen lets the ball bounce, rolls sideways again, and stops at the 24-yard line.
Just when you hope you're going to get that nice bounce off of a turf and get that 10, 15-yard roll, the ball bounces 5 yards backwards.
47 seconds left first half. Tigers trail 14-0. Tiger football tonight, a service of Sternweiss & Sons Incorporated, Rail Transport of Marshfield, and Paget Equipment of Marshfield.
Heard you talking about that big volleyball event out at Auburndale.
Yep.
I can talk about that a little bit. I want to know how the WDLB team is doing this year.
Not too bad. Not too bad. You know, Jeff Kenny gets up there and spikes it.
You're the coach, aren't you?
I am, once again this year. 2 receivers on either side here. Van Asten in the pistol. takes the snap, hands to Hoffman, caught up in traffic and dropped after a short gain. Jumped on from behind by Seth Peterson. With some help on that play by Tyler Hom. Hoffman for about 2 yards on the play. Clock winding down, 30 seconds left.
Tyler Wine again through there and with making first
Plays,
contact.
Two receivers on either side. And Hunter Natrop now in the backfield on 2nd and 8. Van Asten to pass, going deep along the far sideline, and the ball is knocked away, incomplete. Well done by a Tiger defensive back on that near sideline. That ball intended for Carson Sipple, but Parker Week was right there. Knocked the ball away, incomplete pass. Sipple is Kaukauna''s top receiver with 12 catches so far this season.
Sipple with about a step and a half that time on Week, but the ball hung up a little bit and allowed Week to catch up in the play, and as it hit the Sipple's hands, Week stripped it away. Nice play.
3rd and 8 for Kaukauna at their own 26. Natrop again in the ballgame as a running back next to Van Asten. And he'll get the carry on this play to about the 30 and then pulled down at the 31 or 32.
Yeah, right into his own man.
2 yards shy of the first down marker, and that play will end the first half of football here at Hiding Stadium in Marshfield. Marshfield Tiger football team back in action next Friday night with a VFA contest at Stevens Point. Now that ball game is a 5 o'clock start. That's the first game of a doubleheader at Gerke Field. Pacelli will play a second ball game at about 8. Marshfield and Stevens Point at 5, and so our broadcast begins at 4:30 next Friday afternoon. Marshfield and Stevens Point right here on AM 1450 WDLB and on WDLB WOSQ.com. It's halftime here at Hiding Stadium. Marshfield Tigers facing Kaukauna in VFA football this evening. Our halftime score is Kaukauna 14 and the Marshfield Tigers nothing. We'll check in with former Columbus Don sports standout Rob Heller on his new job as the head volleyball coach at Pittsfield High School following these messages.
Hey everybody, I want to tell you about your local TV experts, South Electronics and Dish TV. If technology, value, and
family and fun again this fall at Phelps' Dairy Store. Even more fun to be had when the all-new Culver's Corn Maze opens on Saturday, September 14th. Bring the entire family to Phelps' Dairy Store, just east of Crossroad Commons and Stevens Point, to experience the best corn maze in the area. Choose from the 3-acre maze and test your skill at the full 9-acre Culver's Corn Maze. Again, all the fun begins Saturday, September 14th. Fall hours Monday through Saturday 10 to 6 and Sundays 10 to 2. Phelps' Dairy Store. Food, family, and fun.
The area since 1939. From chicken to pork, beef to seafood, here you'll find only the best. Try our award-winning summer sausage and snack sticks, made from only the highest quality cuts, no fillers. And good luck choosing between our 34 flavors of brats. Stop by for lunch and grab a made-to-order sub, burger, or salad. And don't forget all the canned goods, salsas, pickles, pizzas, and more. All locally sourced. Hewitt's Meat in Marshfield and Tomahawk. Hewitt's Meat has been producing the highest quality.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Handling the chores of the Panther head volleyball coach. First of all, Coach, let's talk about the circumstances that bring you to Pittsfield and make you the head coach of the Panthers this year.
Well, as some people know, I took a year off from volleyball to kind of catch up on a little family time, and then a few friends in the Pittsfield area approached me that they were looking for a head coach, and discussed it with the wife and family and decided that it's a possibility and some new adventures to tackle for us.
So what's it been like coming down here in a new situation, getting to know the girls and taking over this program?
Well, so far so good. The learning curve, everybody's been so supportive, from the AD to the parents to the community, from emails to texts and how they say they're liking watching Pittsfield volleyball and how fun things are. So, the changeover, it's not a whole lot different. I'm just heading south instead of north, but trying to bring a new volleyball culture to Pittsville for them.
Are there some similarities between stepping into this program and taking the Spencer program 16 years ago?
This might be a little harder because before I took over Spencer, I had helped coach Nikki for 3 years. So I knew the girls, I knew the program, and that just kind of fell that she took a new teaching job in Wisconsin Rapids, and I kind of filled in for her from the volleyball girls asking me to do that. And so it's a little different situation. Nobody really from Pittsville is saying, this is what we have, are you willing? And I'm like, this is definitely where I'm learning a little more because I did not have the familiarity with the program as I did with Spencer.
Well, so how do you walk in here and get to know the girls and their skills and what they want to do?
Well, that's the learning curve, and I told them, early in the year we might struggle once in a while, and so far it's held true, but every day you can see the improvement and the want to get better, and that's kind of the key right now. As long as they continue to want to get better, I think we'll keep improving all year long.
Tell us about the start of your season, how things have gone for you so far.
Slow. We are 2-8 starting it off. I know every coach says it, but we could literally be about 8-2 right now instead of 2-8 with just, some tweaks and turns and different things that happen in matches and having the right people in the right spot, which, that's partly me and that's partly the girls. So we're learning together here.
How about some of the girls on your team this year, where they fit in for you?
It's a nice mix of senior, juniors, one sophomore. So it's an age group that is experienced, but it's not a group that's volleyball experienced. So right now we're trying to take a lot of great athletes and turn them into volleyball players.
How about talking about some of the young ladies on your team and where they fit in for you this year?
Well, we have two setters. We have Helen Durant and Michaela Bowden. Hopefully I said that right. They're taking over the setting duties. They're both seniors, but not a lot of varsity experience, so they're learning there. We have two middles with Cami Reno and Madison Schooley, a senior and a sophomore respectively, and they're both, again, kind of new to the position and learning it. I actually took two honorable mention all-conference middles and moved one to the outside, that's Julia Redmond, and one to the right side, and that's Maddie Carpenter. So we're kind of, people are in new spots and learning new responsibilities. I have a couple Libero and DSs in Josie Buckley and Melissa Giles. And they're filling in the DS and the middle back and learning a lot of new stuff, and a bunch of girls that are filling in different holes everywhere else.
You certainly have some good talent here in the program. Does it take a while to get them to know your system, what you want to do with them on the floor?
Oh, definitely. The first 2 days we do tryouts, and I kind of just let them roam from what they've done in the past and watched and see, what I had, what we could do. And when we started on that third day changing things, there was a few deer in headlights, but they're starting to understand it more and more. And my system was definitely different than what has been here the past 4 or 5 years. So it's a learning curve for them, but they're getting it.
What are some things you're doing on the court with this team this year?
Trying to keep them a little more focused, more accountable for what they're doing on the court, off the court. Those are kind of the key things right now. And so far, so good. They're learning. Hopefully they respect me enough to figure out.
How about your system on the floor?
I've ran the same stuff for 16 years, and it was not the same of what Pittsville ran. So I'm actually taking what I did for 16 years and trying to bring it over here. So there's a learning curve, and like I said, every day they're starting to understand a few more things. I don't get the quizzical looks anymore. I get the looks like, oh, I gotcha. So it's definitely a learning curve for them.
You mentioned the culture situation here. Tell us what you've done to try to change that and make that a more winning, positive attitude.
Well, number one is one of the first things we do the first day. I have a form called Respect the Process. And it just has a list of rules and expectations that I expect out of every player, every coach, every parent. And I make them follow it. And I actually had one of the girls come up to me after practice and was like, it's so different. And I said, is that good or bad? She goes, well, it's good. She goes, you're teaching us something and then making us do it. And I was like, that was kind of my eye opener that, that accountability thing is the one thing we're going to keep working on more and more. So
You know, Coach, several years ago, Pittsville left the Merriwood Conference for the CWC. And one of the reasons given for that, aside from travel, things like that, was that the Pittsville girls programs as a whole had really struggled in recent years in the Merriwood Conference. Now, Pittsville did do quite well, I believe, last year in girls track. But aside from that, the Panthers have struggled in girls sports in recent years. Could you assess the state of the girls athletics here and what some things are being done to change and make things more successful here?
Well, hopefully, I've only been here a short time, but I see, coaching changes in softball, and again, same with volleyball. Hopefully the culture change. It was the same thing when I started at Spencer. It took years for them to believe they could compete with the best teams. They were happy beating the teams they could beat, and they were happy with that. And, my theory is if you go out on the floor, no matter who it's against, you should expect to win. And we'll teach that. Our actual slogan on our T-shirts this year is "Believe to Achieve." So if you don't believe you can do it, it's not going to happen. So let's get the mindset that they believe in themselves, things will happen.
Tell us about some things you're doing on the lower levels to bring more talent and more ability into the program.
Well, as weird as that is, before I even started here, my friend that lives here had me run the camp for the junior high and the high school girls this summer. And you can see it. Actually, Pittsville 7th and 8th grade girls is just littered with athletes. So hopefully we can turn those athletes into volleyball players over the years. That's kind of your goal as the head volleyball coach, because kids today are pulled in so many directions, and you hopefully they can choose volleyball as one of the directions they want to go.
We mentioned Pittsville being in the CWC. That's a new conference for you, assuming you don't know a lot about Wild Rose volleyball, but how have you gone about learning about this conference and some of the other teams in this league?
Well, it's for me it's baby steps, because really the only two teams that I've really ever saw were we would typically see Pacelli sometime in the playoffs, and a lot of times we'd see Marshfield either in the playoffs or at tournaments. So those are the only two teams I'm really familiar with in the whole conference. I was actually doing the bus schedule, and I literally had to go on MapQuest.
Want to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Wondering what
taking her skills and knowledge, and maybe I'm helping her out a little bit, and we're going to get the JV program rolling too.
And tell us about the support you receive from the students, the faculty, the administration here at Pittsville.
Well, so far it's been fantastic. When you start new, you need all the help you can get, and everybody from the office staff to Mark Dennison, the AD, the student section has actually gotten bigger and better in all the home games now, so hopefully that continues to grow and get louder. And my son, who's a senior at Marshfield, actually came to a couple games and taught him all kinds of volleyball cheers already, so hopefully they keep using those all year long.
Pittsville High School volleyball coach Buff Heller. His Panthers earned a 3-2 win over Rib Lake last night, and they are back in action next week, playing at Marshfield next Tuesday, and then back in Pittsville for a conference match.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC.
People.
It's like a family.
Real good service.
Service is impeccable.
Staff here is very accommodating and friendly.
Everyone makes you welcome.
I enjoy coming here.
Honestly, everybody who works here is just really friendly.
Service is phenomenal.
Everybody's always smiling.
I don't know what else to say.
I couldn't ask for anything better.
It's in the name. There's just such a simplicity to all of it.
Very friendly people.
It's like a family.
Real good service.
Service is impeccable.
Staff here is very accommodating and friendly.
Everyone makes you welcome.
I enjoy coming here.
Honestly, everybody who works here is just really friendly.
Service is phenomenal.
Everybody's always smiling.
I don't know what else to say.
I couldn't ask for anything better.
It's in the
One-on-one with the provider to discuss your condition and how they can help. Also, did you know that you do not typically need a doctor's referral to seek treatment? Plus, physical therapy is covered by insurance.
Masonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Masonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. Masonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses.
Supporting agriculture and rural communities throughout central Wisconsin. Well, the scoring play is easy to recap because they're the same. Both Kaukauna scores the same. Hank Hoffman with a 67-yard touchdown run at 6:40 of the first quarter, and another 67-yard touchdown run at 2:52 of the second quarter. Both capped one play, 67-yard scoring drives, and both came after Marshfield punts. And on each occasion, Kyle Seefelt kicked the PAT. And so that's where we stand. Marshfield trailing Kaukauna here at halftime, 14-0 on 2 touchdown runs by Hank Hoffman, who now has 7 touchdown runs for the Kaukauna Ball Club this season. Very impressive job by Hank Hoffman so far tonight. And let's bring in Dale Yakitis for his recap of the rest of the stats in this ball game. Dale, how do the numbers look for that first half of football?
Well, pretty imbalanced here. 195 yards for Kaukauna. You know, 134 of those came on 2 plays, 2 identical 67-yard touchdown runs by Hank Hoffman. So Kaukauna is rushed for 168 yards. Take away the 134 there, and you can see what the Tiger defense has really been doing in the first half, except for those 2 big plays. Only gave up 27 yards passing on 4 of 8, and they picked off Noah Van Asten once in the first half. Hank Hoffman, of course, the leading ground gainer in the first half, 169 yards in 9 carries. Tigers really struggling offensively, 64 total yards, 43 on the ground in 20 attempts. Joey Gadel has 21 yards in 11 carries. Now he has been dropped for a couple sacks as well, which hurts his total overall, but the only other ground gainer of note is Sam Hinson with 17. Two catches for Simon Slade in the ball game for 21. Gadel is 2 of 7 with 1 interception. So anybody that likes to see wide open dynamic football so far hasn't seen it here tonight, except for the 2 wide open runs by Hoffman from Kaukauna.
And Kaukauna on top here at halftime, 14-0. Halftime stats, a service of the people for whom numbers matter the most. Edward Jones Investments of Marshfield. See Randy Gershman or Brian Kaiser for their sound financial advice. Marshfield Tigers again trail Kaukauna here at the halftime break by a score of 14-0. Once again, Stratford playing in the Madison area tonight against Columbus High School. Not Columbus High School across town here, but Columbus, Wisconsin High School. Stratford leads that ball game at halftime, 27-0. Also at halftime in the Cloverwood Conference, Greenwood leads Owen Withey 20-0. Well, the Tigers looking for some solutions in the second half. Dale, any thoughts about what we might see from Marshfield here in the third quarter?
Well, I'm sure they were trying to put their heads together in the locker room at halftime and come up with something here to try to move the football. There's no doubt that teams who are scouting Marshfield are saying we don't really have to worry too much about the run up the middle. So they've been really coming up fast on all the outside plays and the counters, and really made it tough to run the ball. And Joey Gadel hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football, so going to have to give him some time to throw it in order to come back in this football game.
Do want to mention, by the way, a big soccer event in Marshfield tomorrow. Columbus Don's soccer team is hosting Arcadia and Lacrosse Aquinas in a double duel at Greasy Park in Marshfield tomorrow. The first match begins at 10 a.m., so Columbus Don soccer at Greasy Park tomorrow, and the Don soccer team enjoying some good success under Coach Jeff Edwards once again this year.
You know, Kaukauna is also probably talking at the halftime of trying to find other ways to move the football, because the Tiger defense has been pretty good, except for those two big mistakes right up the middle of the defense, although one was off tackle on the left-hand side. But, Gene, here we go for the second half.
Gavin Lom kicking off for Kaukauna. A long line drive and into the end zone for a touchback. So Marshfield begins its first series of the second half on the Tiger 20-yard line. Tigers quarterback by Joey Gadel. And Joey has been under duress for much of the first half. He was sacked once tonight. In fact, each ball club has one sack this evening. Joey Gadel at quarterback. Noah Schaefer playing fullback. Hinson wing on the far side. Dickinson wing on the near side. 1st and 10 from the 20. Dickinson in motion. And the handoff to Schaefer straight ahead. Few yards straight ahead to about the 23.
Fumble.
That lost the ball, and Kaukauna may have it. Kaukauna does recover the fumble.
Boy.
It looks like it's Jack Block, that nose man, on the recovery. And Kaukauna will have the ball inside the Tiger 20-yard line.
Yeah, your coach is in the locker room, and you're talking about things you can do or things you're going to try to do in the second half. You try to fire up your team a little bit and saying, you know, overall we're not playing that bad. And then you fumble on the first play of the second half.
And the second turnover incurred by the Marshfield offense in this ball game. 1st and 10 Kaukauna at the Tiger 20-yard line. Hoffman in the backfield. Van Asten in that pistol formation. Two receivers on either side. Van Asten now wants his wide receiver Weber to go out wider on the near side. And Van Asten will throw to the near sideline to Weber, a diving catch at the 16-yard line. He was open on that crossing pattern, but a low throw forced Weber down to his knees to grab it, so he's down right there at the 16-yard line.
Yeah, Van Asten was looking at the defense there, widened it out a little bit so they could run that slant pass over the middle. Actually, if the receiver had been able to come up with that ball clean, he might be in the end zone.
2nd and 6 for Kaukauna at the Tiger 16-yard line. Weber and Sipple on the near side. Gaber hit pass on the far side. Hoffman, the running back. Kaukauna now has the ball inside the rail red zone. Van Asten back to pass, being rushed. Throws across the middle, and the ball's knocked away and perhaps intercepted. Yes, it is! Intercepted at the goal line. Joey Gadel, playing defense, cuts in front of a Kaukauna receiver, grabs it at the goal line, falls in the end zone for the touchback. The Tigers' second pass interception tonight.
What a defensive play. Gadel undercutting the ball and then extending himself just in front of the receiver. I saw the receiver heading for the goalpost, and I was going, uh-oh. And then out of nowhere comes Gadel for a diving interception.
Van Asten, by the way, has thrown no pass interceptions coming into this ball game, and has two tonight. So the Tiger offense back on the field. 1st and 10 Marshfield at their own 20. Early third quarter, Tigers trailing 14-0.
Man, what an athletic play.
That was a great play. You're right. Gadel at quarterback now in the pistol formation. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Has time. Rolls to the far sideline, directing traffic. Throws on the run. A low throw, incomplete. Had Lemoyne in the area, but Wyatt double covered. I think Joey just threw that one away.
Yeah, just threw it away. Threw it short.
2nd and 10 Tigers at their own 20-yard line.
Receivers running about 20-yard patterns that time, and we're just not able to create any any separation is the word I'm looking for, and in trying to come back for the ball, just didn't have enough time for Joey to throw that route.
Simon Slade back in, comes out to the near side. Lemoyne far side. Dickinson and Hinson the wings. Looks like Durham in the backfield behind Gadel on 2nd and 10. Joey takes the snap and hands off to Schaefer off tackle for about 4. And so a third down play coming up now for Marshfield. Oh, there's an incomplete pass, but I saw the handoff to Schaefer, and apparently I was faked out on the play.
He just pulled it out at the very last second and tried to hit Schaefer out here in the flats, but ball fell incomplete.
So a third down now for Marshfield, 3rd and 10 Tigers at their own 20-yard line.
Let's put it this way, there were 4 or 5 Kaukauna players that ganged up on Schaefer and thought he had the ball too, Gene, so don't feel bad.
Slade to the near side, Lemoyne on the far side. Hinson and Dickinson the wings on 3rd and 10.
Oh,
Gable will throw the football. Here comes the blitz. Throws far sideline, incomplete. Got rid of it towards Lemoyne at the 30-yard line, but had to get rid of it. Incomplete pass. So 3 and out for the Tigers. And 4th and 10 for Marshfield at their own 20-yard line.
Double blitz on either side of the center. They call that the A gap in football. You'll see pros do it a lot as well. Tigers did not pick it up.
Tremelling punting, and Jacob Van Zeeland lined up near the 50-yard line.
Punting against the wind, too.
Joined by Hunter Rubio. The kick on the way, a high kick, very high kick. Van Zeeland calls for fair catch and makes it at the 46-yard line, but we have a flag down as Tremelling went down on the play.
He was hit.
Tremelling was hit by Kaukauna's Matthew Schneckenberg.
Calling it a personal foul, too, so it's going to be a first down Marshfield. That's not going to be the running into the kicker type. He decked him pretty good.
That means the Marshfield offense will come back on the field.
Got him earlier in the ball game, but there was just a little light brush for contact there, and official just felt there wasn't enough to warrant any kind of a penalty early in the ball game when we talked about that.
So 15 yards against Kaukauna. Ball comes out to the Tiger 35-yard line.
It didn't have to be an acting job on that time. Connor was hit hard.
2 minutes into the second half. Tigers trail 14-0, and the Marshfield offense back on the field. Joey Gadel in the pistol formation. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Throws deep across the middle, looking for Hinson, and just over his head, incomplete. Sam had some separation between 2 defensive backs at the Kaukauna 30-yard line, but led just a bit too far.
Joey Gadel completed his first 2 passes tonight, but has not completed a pass since then. He's 0 for the next 8 with an interception.
You know, Dale, we see in these new offenses so many short passes, we don't see the ball go downfield all that often.
Not too much. Tigers have been throwing it a little bit deeper in that 15 to 20-yard variety tonight, but they really aren't getting enough time to throw those passes.
2nd and 10 Tigers at their own 35. Hinson goes in motion. And the handoff straight ahead to Durham. A nice gain across the 40 and stop right there. He ran into Gadel at the handoff and had a tough time getting some momentum going, but did gain about 5 yards on the run.
Durham was like a pinball in a pinball machine that time, bouncing off his own quarterback and then bouncing off a couple linemen and a linebacker, and got some pretty nice positive yards out of nothing.
That puts Marshfield into a 3rd and 5 at their own 40-yard line.
Gosh, we haven't had many 3rd and 5 yards. It's been 3rd and 10, 3rd and 14.
Lemoyne on the far side. Hinson flanked on the near side. Slade inside of him. Hinson goes in motion. And here's an inside handoff. Looks like Durham near side may have the first down marker. He does have it, I think, at the 45-yard line. Out of bounds right there. Knocked out by Jacob Van Zeeland, but very close to that first down at the 45. Nice counter by Durham. We'll see where they spot it. It is a first down. Logan Durham runs for 5 and a first down at the Marshfield 45-yard line. Tiger offense stays on the field. 9:10 remaining in the third quarter. Marshfield trailing Kaukauna by a score of 14-0. Wyatt Lemoyne shut out so far tonight. Wide on the far side. Hinson near side. He'll go through in motion. Gets the handoff on the jet sweep. Looking to turn the corner. He does at the 50-yard line. 45 and out of bounds at the Kaukauna 40. Nice outside run by Hinson. They'll mark him out of bounds right around the 36. So 19 for Hinson on that run.
Schaefer with our first block of the game. Did a real nice job out there for the Tigers, getting him around the corner.
So on long run for Shad Hinson. 1st and 10 Tigers now at the Kaukauna 36-yard line. Tigers trying to get some offense going here. Down by 2 scores early in the third quarter. Wyatt Lemoyne, the wide out near side. Hinson on the far side. Durham in the backfield behind Gadel. Hinson comes through in motion. And it's Durham straight ahead, but nothing there. He'll be pulled down from behind by a couple of defensive linemen. Andre Williams is there to make the hit on Durham. He may lose a yard on that play. Loss of 1 back at the 37, 2nd and 11 for Marshfield.
Loss of 1 on the play for the Tigers, 2nd and 11.
Tigers not close to the end zone yet tonight. Looking for a score on this drive. Helped considerably by a roughing the punter call.
Well, the challenge Marshfield has, that's a 147-pound, 5'6" running back trying to go up the middle, and that's just the way it is for the Tigers this year.
Lemoyne wide far side, 2 receivers near side on 2nd and 11. Gadel to throw the football, lobs it to the near side to Hinson, to the sideline at the 40, tries to get outside to the 35 and steps out of bounds around the 32. Some nice shifty running in traffic by Hinson. He'll gain about 5 yards on that play.
Good job being able to swing Hinson to the outside. Somebody missed coverage from Kaukauna, probably a drop defensive end or a linebacker, and left him wide open. He was able to get some nice yardage.
Now Marshfield now looking at 3rd and 6 at the Kaukauna 32-yard line. Wyatt Lemoyne to the far side. Hinson near side. Slade, the flex tight end on the near side. Durham in the backfield behind Gadel. On 3rd and 6, Hinson goes in motion. And a whistle at the snap. Several flags down on the play.
Procedure.
Yep, false start against Marshfield.
False start is the call against the Tigers.
Brings the ball back to the 37-yard line. It'll be 3rd and about 11. Don't forget to stop by MarshfieldAreaSports.com and nominate and vote for your favorite athletes for our Student Athlete of the Month. That's sponsored by Burt Trophy and Awards of Marshfield and Cost Cutters Family Hair Care. Get the details at MarshfieldAreaSports.com.
Being able to run the ball to the inside is so critical to offenses. Sets up all the outside plays, allows you to play action pass. Tigers having difficulty with that so far this season.
3rd and 11 from the 37-yard line. And Gadel around the near sideline. Not much room to step out of bounds around the 36. Kaukauna really put about 8 guys in that box and no place to go. Gadel gains 1 yard on the run. 4th and 10 Tigers at the Kaukauna 36-yard line. It appears the Tigers will go for it here. Coach Gadel talking with his quarterback Joey Gadel. Tigers have converted some 4th and longs this year. Don't like to be in that situation, but they've done their best in that spot. We'll see what they do here. 4th and 10 Tigers at the Kaukauna 36. Lemoyne way out wide to the far side. Durham wide on the near side. Gadel drops back to pass. With time, runs the near sideline, stops, and lobs it down the near sideline and intercepted by Van Zeeland, who's hauled down by Slade at the 30-yard line.
Yep. Joey kind of rolling to this sideline and lofted a ball up in the traffic, overshot a receiver along the sideline here, and ball's going back the other way to Kaukauna.
Now the Tigers now have lost the ball on turnovers 3 times tonight, 2 interceptions and 1 fumble. And the Kaukauna offense back on the field to put the ball in play at their own 30-yard line. 7:25 remaining in the 3rd quarter. And Marshfield trailing 14-0. Noah Van Asten playing quarterback for Kaukauna back on the field. On 1st down, he'll give to Hoffman. 35-yard line up to the 40. Run down nice right tackle there by Dustin Altman. Nice one-on-one tackle. Near the 40, I think about a yard shy of the 1st down marker.
Hoffman gets 9, but I tell you, Altman coming up and making that open field one-on-one tackle, wrapping up the legs. That was a nice play.
Yeah, Dustin's made some nice plays tonight. 2nd and 1 for Kaukauna at their own 39. 2 receivers on either side. Hoffman in the backfield behind Van Asten. Van Asten in the pistol formation. Takes the snap. Hands to Hoffman once again on the sweep. Gets outside of the 40, 45, and pulled down. An arm tackle in the open field, I think by Parker Week. But a 1st down for Kaukauna at the Kaukauna 48-yard line.
Got around the end on the left offensive side. No containment on that side of the offense. Kaukauna doing a nice job of pinning our people to the inside.
6.5 remaining, 3rd quarter. Tigers trail 14-0. Kaukauna 1st down on their own 48-yard line. 2 receivers, in fact 3 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side. Tigers show blitz. Van Asten back to pass, rolling to the near sideline. Stops, and now lobs it down the near sideline to the Tiger bench. Good pursuit by the Tigers. Emmett Meisner most notably. Ethan Daggett there as well, providing some pressure.
Also nice coverage on yards downfield. There were 3 Kaukauna receivers that were running various patterns down here and then turned and scramble drilled to the outside, but the Tiger defenders stayed right with them.
2nd and 10 for Kaukauna at their own 48. Gaber and Miller to the near side. Sipple wide far side along with hit pass. Hoffman, that's now going to be Natrop in the backfield next to Van Asten. Van Asten will hand to Natrop, gets outside to the 50-yard line, tripped up crossing the 50 and pulled down around the Tiger 47-yard line.
2 missed tackles at the line of scrimmage.
Natrop has rushed for 84 yards and 1 touchdown this year as a reserve behind Hoffman. He'll pick up 4 on that play.
2 carries tonight for 8 yards.
3rd and 6 for Kaukauna from the Tiger 48-yard line. Double slot formation. Van Asten back to pass, wants to win a quarterback draw and gets a few yards, then is hauled down at the 46-yard line. Hit hard right there and dropped after a short gain. I think Ben Gus, the principal tackler there, after a gain of 2. 4th and about 4 for Kaukauna at the Tiger 46-yard line. Tigers expect a possible punt here, although a fake is possible on 4th and 4 inside the 50. Kyle Springstrow back in punt formation. Tigers send Simon Slade back to the 10-yard line to accept the punt, if it's coming. High snap, pulled in by Springstrow. He is kicking. High kick, and Slade calls for a fair catch at his own 18-yard line. Marshfield football inside their own 20, 4:55 remaining in the third quarter, and Marshfield trails Kaukauna 14-0. Tiger football tonight on WDLB, a service of Culver's of Marshfield, Marshfield Tiger Booster Club, and Partners Bank of Marshfield, Stratford, Spencer. Tiger offense back on the field. Tigers have had difficulty moving the ball tonight. Coming into this ball game, Marshfield averaging about 328 yards of offense per game, but I expect they're a bit shy of that mark tonight. 1st and 10 Tigers at their own 18. Gadel back to pass the football. Has time, throws far sideline, a diving catch at the 30 by Lemoyne. He'll have the first down for Marshfield.
Give the line credit that time. Plenty of time to throw the football for Gadel. And he threw it over the middle, a low pass. Lemoyne grabbed it right off the turf.
I believe, Dale, that's Wyatt's first catch tonight.
Yes.
Gives him 20 catches for the year. Gains 13, 1st and 10 Tigers at their own 31-yard line. Slade to the near side, Lemoyne far side, Hinson and Durham the wings, Schaefer the back behind Gadel. Joey sets down the line. Durham goes in motion, and Schaefer straight ahead into the pile. Not much there. He'll maybe gain a half yard, but not much more. Virtually no gain for Noah Schaefer. 2nd and 10 Tigers at their own 31-yard line. Matthew Ruchow playing center. We've had a lot of changes on the offensive line throughout the season. Lucas Kittle in the ballgame, only a sophomore. Kittle playing one of the guard spots for Marshfield.
Running backs also have to keep their head up at the line of scrimmage like Hoffman does, rather than just running right into the pile. And Tigers have some things to learn there.
2nd and 10 Tigers at their own 31. Gadel will throw the football. Has time. Now lobs it to the near sideline and overthrows Durham at the 40, incomplete. Had Hinson and Durham in the same area. Durham behind Hinson. Was well covered by Zach Eiting on the play, and the ball falls incomplete.
Dangerous pass by Joey, got rid of it. Decent time to throw the football, but didn't have a lot of room to step up, so he kind of, with no room to step, kind of flipped the ball out there, but fortunately he threw it long enough rather than underthrew it. Would have been picked.
Now a 3rd down play for Marshfield, 3rd and 10 Tigers at their own 31-yard line. Hinson comes back in along with Gadel. Well, they play from the sidelines. Here's Lemoyne on the near side. Picked up by Logan Van Roy. And Gadel fumbles the snap. Now takes off, starts to run, spins to the 35-yard line, to the 36, and pulled down there.
Fighting hard for yardage.
Joey gains about 5 on the play.
Good hard run by Gadel.
But about 5 yards short of the first down marker. So the punt team comes back out, 4th and 5 Tigers at their own 36-yard line. Tigers again having a tough time moving the football against this not all that big but very quick and physical Kaukauna defense. Kyle Tremilling on to punt for Marshfield from his own 25-yard line. Kick is away to the near side and grabbed by Van Zeeland on his own 32. Calls for the fair catch right there. Kaukauna offense back on the field. 2:45 remaining in the third quarter. And Marshfield trailing Kaukauna 14-0. Our scoring recaps tonight, a service of Ag Country Farm Credit Services, supporting agriculture and rural communities throughout central Wisconsin.
Information can be found in the Tiger Nation store.
And once again, the Kaukauna offense is on the field.
Yeah, need a turnover, so you've got a short field to play with here.
3 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Noah Van Asten playing quarterback. Weber goes in motion. Van Asten will give the ball to Hoffman. He gets hit immediately and dropped for no gain. 3 Tigers converge on that play and make the immediate hit. Everett Meisner was one. Another, I believe, was Ethan Daggett.
Yep.
And no gain for Hoffman on that play.
Meisner does a nice job of coming in low and wrapping up those legs. Good job.
2nd and 10 for Kaukauna at their own 32. Ghosts have 3 receivers on the near side and Carson Sipple on the far side. Weber goes through in motion now. Van Asten in the pistol. Directs some traffic. Takes the snap. Gives to Hoffman once again. Into the clear at the 40-yard line. Spins to the 45. Breaks a tackle. Up the near sideline. 1 man to beat. 30, 20, 15, 10. And in the end zone again for a touchdown.
Got through the line of scrimmage. Was hit by a man about 6 yards downfield, but spun right off. Turned towards the Tiger sidelines, or at least the hash marks, and up the field. Nobody could catch him.
Well, Hoffman's first 2 touchdown runs tonight, each of 67 yards. This one, 68 yards.
Must be in the playbook.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's the 67 or 68-yard play.
2-play, 68-yard scoring drive. Kaukauna now on top, 20-0. Kyle Seefeld on the PAT try. Van Asten the holder. Ball is down. Here's the kick. It is up and it is good. And so Kaukauna scores once again. 1:55 remaining in the third quarter. And our score, Kaukauna 21, the Marshfield Tigers nothing. Back with more football following this message.
When you want new carpet, think soft. Just imagine the softest things in your life. Your fluffiest house slippers that tickle your toes. That tender teddy bear that snuggles in bed. Now, Shaw Floors has brought all the softness you love to your carpet. New Caress by Shaw Floors, offered by Rice's Capital Carpet. Caress Carpet by Shaw Floors is an amazing combination of softness and durability. You've got to see it and touch it to believe it. Find Caress by Shaw Floors at Rice's Capital Carpet in beautiful Marshfield, where their knowledgeable team is ready to help you update your space.
You're listening to Marshfield Tiger football on AM 1450 WDLB Marshfield and WDLB-WOSQ.com. Jacob Nurnberger is our producer. With Dale Yukaitis, I'm Gene DeLacio. Tigers now trail Kaukauna 21-0 as Kaukauna kicks off once again. Gavin Lom on the kick. Line drive up the far sideline. At the 9-yard line, it's Hinson crossing the field to the 20. Cuts back inside 25-30 to the 40-yard line, up the near sideline to midfield and pulled down from behind there. Zach Eiding on the tackle inside the 50-yard line, and Marshfield has good field position to begin this drive.
Good return set up to this near sideline by the Tigers, but give Hinson credit. He caught that ball outside the hash marks on the far side of the field, had to get all the way across the field to the wall, and had the speed to do that, and then broke a couple tackles besides.
1st and 10 Tigers. They'll begin this series on the Kaukauna 47. trailing 21-0 with 1:45 left in the third quarter. Hinson goes in motion, gets a pitch at the far side, trying to turn that corner at the 50, no place to go, and ridden down at the 45. Jumped on from behind by a Kaukauna defensive lineman right on the 45-yard line. Hinson gains 2 on that run.
I don't know if the Tigers do have a reverse in their playbook, but as soon as that ball goes wide the one direction, there's nobody left in the Kaukauna defense on this other side of the field. They're all pursuing.
2nd and 8 for Marshfield at the Kaukauna 45. Slade near side, Lemoyne far side, double slot. And somebody may have stepped into the neutral zone. No, it's a false start coming. Jack Block moved into the neutral zone, but he may have been drawn off. Now the officials change their mind, and they'll go the other way, offside against Kaukauna.
Yep, competing calls by the officials. One signaling procedure, the other one saying offside. I guess the offside guy must be bigger because he won.
He won it. Ball's now at the 40. It's 2nd and 3 for Marshfield. Wideouts on both sides once again. Joey Gadel playing the pistol spot for Marshfield, that pistol quarterback position. Hinson comes in motion, and here's a pitch back to Hinson to the near sideline. No place to go. He'll dive forward to the 39. Hinson with 1 yard on the play, and the Tigers looking at 3rd and 2 here.
That's a tough call as to whether that's actually passing yard or because that pitch to me was about a yard backward. But we'll give him rushing yardage on the play.
Clock winding down, just 20 seconds left in the period. Very quick ball game here at Hiding Stadium tonight. 3rd and 2 Tigers at the Kaukauna 39-yard line. Clock down to 10 seconds as the Tigers break the huddle. Lemoyne far side, Slade near side. Double slot on 3rd and 2. Durham goes in motion, but before the snap, the quarter expires, and that ends the third quarter football here at Hiding Stadium in Marshfield. Our third quarter score, Kaukauna 21 and the Marshfield Tigers nothing. We'll come back with the fourth quarter following these messages.
Let's play Complete the Name Game. Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today. Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Since 1939. From chicken to pork, beef to seafood, here you'll find only the best. Try our award-winning summer sausage and snack sticks, made from only the highest quality cuts, no fillers. And good luck choosing between our 34 flavors of brats. Stop by for lunch and grab a made-to-order sub, burger, or salad. And don't forget all the canned goods, salsas, pickles, pizzas, and more. All locally sourced. Hewitt's Meat.
Near sideline. And it looks like a Marshfield man has the football. An offensive lineman, Matthew Ruchow, down the field blocking, fell on that loose football that was bouncing around on the near sideline. Tigers avoid the turnover and also get the first down as the ball spotted at the 28-yard line. Great play by Ruchow to make that recovery and maintain possession. Great hustle being down the field that far to pick up that loose football.
Yeah, it sure was.
1st and 10 now for the Tigers at the Kaukauna 28, early fourth quarter. Tigers trail 21-0. Hinson goes in motion. And Gadel the pass. Lobs it near sideline for Lemoyne near the goal line. He goes up and makes the catch, I believe. It's going to be a touchdown for Marshfield. Looked like Wyatt juggled it, but held on to it. Wyatt Lemoyne with a touchdown catch, his first of the year, to cap a 4-play, 47-yard scoring drive. And the Tigers on the scoreboard trailing 21-6.
Perfectly thrown ball. Gadel going back, faking a pitch to his left towards the Kaukauna sideline, and quickly moving his feet around to the right. I'll get you extra point here, Gene. Go ahead.
Tremelling on the PAT try. Kick is away. Fading. The kick is up, and it is good.
And then turned back, and fired a perfect strike to Lemoyne in the end zone.
So the 28-yard touchdown pass, Gadel to Lemoyne, puts Marshfield on the scoreboard. 11:13 remaining in regulation time, and our score now is Kaukauna 21 and the Marshfield Tigers 7. We'll return to Hiding Stadium and more football in just a moment.
If you're one of the lucky ones, you've never had an auto accident. But if and when you do, you get flustered and exasperated dealing with the insurance company and getting estimates, not to mention trying to figure out how you're going to get around without your vehicle. Well, they can't make that process fun, but they can make it a lot easier at Art's Body Shop. Free estimates, free courtesy car, all worry-free. Pick up or drop off your rental from Penske Truck, too, at Art's Body Shop, South Central Avenue.
For the evening, Joey Gadel's second touchdown pass this year. Wyatt Lemoyne's first ever touchdown catch on the varsity level. Tigers down by 14, still early in the fourth quarter. And our kickoff, a service of Rail Transport. Kick off your new career with Rail Transport. Get paid while you do your CDL training. Here's the kick, a short kick to the near sideline. It'll bounce around inside the 15. Grabbed at the 20-yard line by Van Zeeland, hemmed in along the near sideline, and forced down about the 24-yard line. Well, the Tigers finally crack that Kaukauna defense, get on the scoreboard, but still trail by 2 touchdowns early in the fourth quarter.
Kaukauna puts you in a situation defensively where they have 2 receivers to each side way out wide. In fact, sometimes they stack them. So what does that do? It forces you to put 4 of your defenders to the outside, maybe even move one of your linebackers as part of that. And of course, that leaves a lot of one-on-one situations up the middle for a guy like Hoffman.
Kaukauna football on their own 24-yard line. Hoffman in the backfield behind Van Asten. 2 receivers on either side. Van Asten creeps up near the line of scrimmage, now falls back again. Hoffman changes his spot. And Hoffman gets a low handoff, gets outside with some running room to the 30-yard line. 35 up the far sideline of the 40 to midfield and out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
Well, Van Asten saw the blitz coming, audibled quickly, handed the ball off to Hoffman. It looked like he was going to be buried in the middle of the line, but he managed to shift, very, very shifty, managed to get out to the right side and around the corner.
Now they mark him out of bounds at the Tiger 46-yard line. It's a gain of 30 yards, and could have been worse. And it's a first down for Kaukauna at the Tiger 46. 2 receivers on either side. Hoffman back in that running back spot behind Van Asten. Now Weber goes through in motion. Van Asten will hand to Hoffman once again. Runs right into Wine and dropped for a loss of 1.
Daggett also there on
Daggett
the play.
right there. You're right, Dale. Daggett also on that stop. Loss of 1 by Hoffman on that play.
Gee, that drops him to 295 yards.
Well, gee,
on the
it's,
night.
I don't know. I think the scouts are going to stop looking at him now.
Yep.
Stratford now playing Columbus at Columbus, Wisconsin. Running clock in the third quarter with Stratford leading 40-0. Arnie Peck having a good time watching that one. 2nd and 11 for Kaukauna at the Marshfield 47. 3 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Van Asten will give to Hoffman again.
Ooh.
And gets hit hard crossing the 45 and dropped right there. Ben Gust with some physical play. Brendan Braun there as well.
Oh, Hoffman was going through the line of scrimmage over right guard and right tackle, and boom, all of a sudden the door closed and he got lost.
Gains 3. It's 3rd and 8 for Kaukauna at the Tiger 44-yard line. Hoffman now leaves the field.
Got hit pretty hard.
Kaukauna may go without a back here. Oh, they do have a back in the backfield. That's Griffin Beckish making his first appearance.
Trips receivers this near side.
3 near side, 1 to the far side on 3rd and about 11. And Van Asten to pass. Stop, runs to the near sideline, gets hit by Daggett, spins away, throws near side to Weaver, wide open, crosses the 30, 25-yard line, and pulled down inside the 20. Charlie Weber makes the reception on the, it may have been a broken play once Van Asten began to run with the football in the backfield. And Weber down to the 19-yard line, picks up 25.
Well, once Van Asten got trapped in the backfield and started to escape and looked like he was going to try to run off left tackle, one of the defenders for the Tigers came up, left his man, and big gain for Kaukauna.
1st and 10 Kaukauna from the Tiger 19-yard line. 3 receivers far side, 1 to the near side. Van Asten will hand off to his running back, Natrop, stopped in the backfield. Good penetration by several Tigers. Meisner is there and got some help on that play from Tyler Hom at the 21-yard line, a loss of 2. 2nd and 12, Kaukauna at the Tiger 21. 8:30 remaining. Tigers trail 21-7.
Meisner's so good at slicing between people and getting in there and then getting down low and grabbing running backs by the ankles.
Emmett already has 2.5 sacks this year. 3 receivers to the far sideline. And Sipple wide near side on 2nd and 12. Snap back to Van Asten, rolling to the near sideline. Throws on the run. The ball caught at the 18-yard line. The receiver drilled immediately. The ball caught by a gentleman whose number is not in the program. So, can't tell you who that is. We could make up a name if you'd like. But whoever that is gains 3 yards on the play. That was number 10.
Dale. That was Dale.
Short gain on the play.
What was that?
That was Dale.
Dale?
We'll just call him Dale.
Okay. Dale makes the catch. Gains 3. 3rd and 9 for Kaukauna at the Tiger 18-yard line. Double slot here. Natrop, the running back, next to Van Asten. Van Asten back to pass. Now throws towards the end zone. The ball is knocked down by Richardson again. Richardson cuts in front of Cody Gaber to knock that ball down. A nice defensive play in that secondary.
Very good pass rush by the Tigers. I'm trying to get the number on the player that came through and knocked down Van Asten. I think that was Gust again.
Gavin Lom, who kicked a 24-yard field goal against Menasha or Oshkosh North earlier this year, will try a 35-yarder. Ball is down, kick is on the way, and the kick is up, and it is no good, wide to the far side. Field goal is unsuccessful, and so the Marshfield offense back on the field as they stop Kaukauna with 7:20 remaining in regulation time. Marshfield trailing 21-7.
Gene, I tell you, that was a pretty strong kick considering the wind.
Yeah, it was.
He had plenty of distance on it, just wide right.
Marshfield and Kaukauna meeting here at Hiding Stadium. The Tiger offense back on the field, down by 2 scores. 1st and 10 Marshfield from their own 20-yard line.
Well, pop another big one here, you never know.
Joey Gadel from the pistol, back to pass. Looking to the near sideline, caught at the 30-yard line. Grabbed right there by Lemoyne, stopped at the 30. And just across the 30, he'll have the first down on that play. 1st and 10 Tigers at the Kaukauna 30-yard line. Tigers need 2 scores to tie the ball game. Slade far side, Lemoyne on the near side. Hinson the wing on the near side. Hinson goes in motion. And Schaefer on the handoff straight ahead, nothing there. He'll be slammed down at the line of scrimmage by linebacker Will Campbell.
Ran into some of his own blockers who got pushed into the backfield.
No gain for Schaefer. 2nd and 10 for the Tigers at their own 30-yard line. Several Kaukauna ball players leaving the field. The officials stopping play to get them off the field. And play now resumes. 2nd and 10 Tigers at their own 30. Clock winding down. 6:30 left in regulation time. Tigers trail 21-7.
Tigers huddling and taking a long time in the huddle in some of these situations.
They'll send Lemoyne to the near side. Slade to the far side. Hinson goes in motion. Gadel fakes the pitch, back to pass, goes deep along the near sideline for Slade, got turned around, the ball's incomplete. Simon got some separation from his defensive back, but got turned around on the play and could not get back to the sideline to make the catch.
Well, and that's the direction the wind is blowing, kind of kitty corner across the field from this near sideline on a diagonal across the other sideline, and once that ball got up in the air, it just sailed.
So a 3rd and 11 for the Tigers at their own 30-yard line. Clock winding down, 6:10 left in regulation time. all the scores on Football Friday night following Tiger football here on WDLB. Double slot here. Schaefer in the backfield on 3rd and 11. Gadel to throw the football. Has some time, comes to the near sideline, and incomplete. A diving attempt by Lemoyne, but couldn't haul it in. He was well defensed on the play by several Kaukauna defensive backs.
Yeah, good thing that ball was thrown low and towards the sideline because Lemoyne was double covered. And that ball would have thrown a little bit more towards Lemoyne. That would have been 6 going the other way.
Tigers may be going for it here. Not much choice, trailing by 2 scores. 4th and 11, Marshfield at their own 30, and the offense stays on the field. Slade far side. Lemoyne on the near side. Gadel back in the pistol on 4th and 11. Back to pass. Lots of time. Now gets rushed. He gets hit and taken down back at the 25-yard line. Casey Helmick with his 2nd sack of the year. And Gadel sacked for the 2nd time tonight.
Had enough time originally
Yes, he
to
did.
throw the football, but Tiger receivers were running 30 and 40-yard patterns downfield for the most part, and they were covered. And Gadel had no place to go with the ball, although I wasn't looking at under receivers. So.
Gives the ball back to Kaukauna on downs at the Marshfield 25. Tigers trailing 21-7. 6 minutes to play in regulation time. Short field here for Kaukauna. Van Asten back in the pistol. He'll hand to Hoffman straight ahead, hit immediately by Gust and stopped for virtually no gain. Gust and several other Tigers on the play. No gain for Hoffman. 2nd and 10 for Kaukauna at the Tiger 25-yard line. Two receivers far side, 2 to the near side. Ghost taking their time here.
Van Asten will start looking at that defensive man in the defensive secondary.
Low snap, now gives to Hoffman. Gets pulled down, though, at the line of scrimmage. Once again, Ethan Daggett up there to make the play. Got some help from a teammate who slowed Hoffman down in the backfield. And then Daggett makes the stop at the 26 as a loss of 1. So now 3rd and 11 for Kaukauna at the Tiger 26, under 5 minutes to play in regulation time. Once again, the Ghosts taking their time. They'll send Sipple wide to the far side with Weber. 2 receivers on the near side on 3rd and 11. Van Asten back in the pistol. Natrop behind him as the running back. Van Asten takes the snap, back to pass. Lobs it over the middle, man wide open, caught by Sipple, walks in the end zone for the touchdown. And a flag goes down as Gadel tackles Sipple in the end zone after the catch. Carson Sipple with his 6th touchdown catch this year. He's caught 14 passes this year, 6 for touchdowns. 3-play, 25-yard scoring drive for Kaukauna, and the Ghosts now lead 27-7.
Broke free right up the middle. Tigers have been rushing a lot of people, playing man-to-man. Really don't have much left in the middle of the secondary back there, and Sipple wide open.
Van Asten's 7th passing touchdown this year. 6 have gone to Sipple. Seafelt will attempt to kick the PAT. Van Asten, the holder. No, this is not Seafelt. Yes, it is Seafelt. They have 2 kickers. Seafelt does the PATs. Ball is down. Kick on the way. It is up and it is good. So again, Kaukauna leads by 3 scores. 4:34 left in the 4th quarter. Our score now, Kaukauna 28 and the Marshfield Tigers 7. More football from Hiding Stadium in just a moment.
An excellent team is built from the ground up. It starts with a solid foundation, support among its members, and the development of a
Do your CDL training at Rail Transport in Marshfield. Back deep inside the 5-yard line. There's a long kick, well past the end zone for an automatic touchback. So Marshfield offense puts the ball in play from the Tiger 20-yard line. 4:34 left. Tigers trail 28-7. May see some changes now. Will Fetting, the backup quarterback, was tossing the ball on the sidelines a few moments ago. We'll see if Will comes out to play quarterback with some new faces out there. I see Will still on the sideline, and Joey Gadel is coming out. First and 10 for Tigers at their own 20-yard line.
Sometimes easier to put mostly starters out there than gradually start substituting.
Durham wide on the near side. He goes in motion. And Gadel on the counter play. And a short gain. That's Hinson to the near side for about a half yard.
Only 31 yards rushing tonight for Sam. Longest carry, he's got 1 for 10 and 1 for 9. Otherwise, he's been held in check.
Sam had 63 against Hortonville last week, 104 against Appleton West. That's his season high. 2nd and 9 Tigers at their own 21-yard line. Lemoyne out wide near side. Slade on the far side. Gadel takes the snap and hands off to Schaefer. A nice hole straight ahead across the 30 and stop right there. Close to a first down for Noah Schaefer. And that will be a first down run. 10 yards for Noah Schaefer on that carry.
See if we can pick up who's in the line there for the Tigers right now.
Tigers may have some new faces out there. Brent Kennenberg is in there in the offensive line. Timeout has been called now.
Tiger player down on the field. That's Schaefer. He's down on the 20-yard line.
Now getting up and walking off under his own power.
Holding his right hand very gingerly. Well, actually now clutching his shoulder.
Let's mention once again, by the way, college football tomorrow on 92.3 FM WOSQ. Clemson plays at Syracuse. That broadcast tomorrow at 5:30 on 92.3 FM WOSQ and on WDLB WOSQ.com.
Alexander Brooks now in there at guard for the Tigers.
Much of him this year. 1st and 10 Tigers from the 30-yard line. Hinson goes in motion. And the handoff straight ahead. And not much there for Logan Durham. Maybe 1 yard for Logan on the play. Tigers making several offensive line changes. Adam Ponshaw coming back in the ballgame. Durham got 1 yard on the play. 2nd and 9 Tigers at their own 31 with 3 minutes to play.
2nd and 10.
Lemoyne to the near side. Slade on the far side. Durham in the backfield next to Gadel. And Joey will hand to a pitch it to Dickinson, heading for the far sideline, but no place to get outside, and caught in the backfield. He'll lose 3 yards. Dickinson pulled down back at the 28. Sets up 3rd and 13 for the Tigers. At their own 28-yard line, Carson Cavernan comes in, and Derek Helm comes in to play in the backfield as well. Clock winding down, 2:20 to play.
Only 2 carries for Dickinson tonight for a -8 yards. Tough for him to get outside around the corner tonight.
Officials step in to stop play. A timeout called by Marshfield. Tigers use their first timeout of the second half. 2:10 remaining in regulation time, and our score, Kaukauna 28 and the Marshfield Tigers 7. We'll come back to Hiding Stadium and more football following this message.
The next time you need a plumber,
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at Grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
13 Tigers at their own 28-yard line. Justin Post now in the ball game in the offensive line for Marshfield. And Will Fedding is playing quarterback. Throws across the middle and it's intercepted. Picked off by a linebacker who carries to the near sideline and in the end zone for the touchdown. Intercepted by Kaukauna linebacker Sam Schuhart and returned about 23 yards for the touchdown, and Kaukauna now leads 34-7. So Kaukauna scores on the defensive mistake, and that's 4 Tiger turnovers in this ball game. Kaukauna up by 27. Ghost trying to get their PAT team out there hurriedly. Officials also confirming there's a flag down along the near sideline. Tough day for the Marshfield Tigers, not able to get much offense going tonight.
Penalty against Kaukauna on the play.
Penalty is called against Kaukauna, apparently. Have not seen a signal. Now we got one personal foul.
Personal foul is the call against Kaukauna.
And that may be assessed on the ensuing kickoff. In the meantime, Kaukauna will try the PAT. Seafeld on to attempt that kick with Van Asten holding.
It's interesting that they don't assess that to the extra point team. You get a cheap shot in and don't lose anything on the kick. I'm sure it's the right call. It's just an interesting situation.
Seafeld set. Ball placed down. Kick is on the way. It is up and it is good. So 2:02 remaining in regulation time. Our score now is Kaukauna 35 and the Marshfield Tigers 7. Will come back to Hiding Stadium and more football following this message.
The Marshfield Tiger Booster Club congratulates Trevor.
Tiger football on AM 1450 WDLB Marshfield and WDLB WOSQ.com. Jake Nurnberger is our producer with Dale Yukaitis. I'm Gene Delisio at Hiding Stadium in Marshfield. 2:02 to play. Tigers now trail 35-7 due to the personal foul penalty. Kaukauna now will kick off from their own 25-yard line.
Now, Trevor Schwecke doing a nice job at shortstop this year, but as some of your reports have mentioned throughout their minor league season, he played all over the infield.
Yes, he did, Dale. First base, second base.
Very versatile.
DH'd a lot. Kick by Lom is away. A long end-over-end kick at the 20-yard line. Grabbed there by Hinson, near side 30. 35 out to the 40, up the near sideline to midfield, to the Kaukauna 40, breaks a couple of tackles inside the 30 and spun down and thrown out of bounds around the 28-yard line. Nice return by Sam Hinson, and Marshfield in good position here, but just 1:51 left in regulation time. Tiger football at the Kaukauna 28-yard line.
Ball's placed at the 28-yard line. First down.
All the stats and scoring plays during our postgame report, then football Friday night following Tiger football here on WDLB.
Fedding back in at quarterback, Gene.
Well, Fedding to play quarterback. He's a junior. Cavernan coming wide to the near side. 2 men on the far side. Helm in the backfield next to Fedding. And here is a counter run to the 25-yard line. It's... Now let's try to pick up that man's number. That's the man with an anonymous number who carries down to about the 23-yard line. 5-yard gain by that guy, whose number is not in the program. Always enjoy seeing that. 2nd and 5 for the Tigers at the Kaukauna 23. Here's a handoff to another anonymous guy. He gets outside across the 20 down to about the 17, fumbles the ball. Ball ruled down. Tigers have a lot of anonymous guys out there.
They may be playing even some people from the sophomore, maybe
be.
even freshman team here.
And that guy carried down to the 19-yard line. So Marshfield does have the ball inside the Rail red zone. Visit rail.jobs to join the winning Rail team and experience the power of red with Rail Transport. 3rd and 1 Tigers at the Kaukauna 19. And ball comes to a Marshfield ball carrier getting outside, but no place to go, and tossed out of bounds back at the 25-yard line.
Little mishap on the exchange there where the ball carrier grabbed the ball from Fetting, the quarterback, but then as he did, it kind of popped up in the air and was able to regain it, but never could get his shoulders turned upfield.
Yeah, that was number 84 again, the guy who ran the ball the first time. Ball is back at the 24.
4th down for the Tigers.
It's 4th and about 6 for Marshfield at the Kaukauna 24 with 30 seconds left. Will Fetting in the pistol formation. Takes the snap, runs the near sideline, gets hit, takes off himself and steps out of bounds around the 25. Shy of the first down. And that will end that Marshfield possession. Put Kaukauna's offense back on the field for probably just one more play. So the Tigers will fall to 1 and 3 with a setback tonight. And head to Stevens Point to take on the Smash Ball Club at 5 o'clock next Friday at Gerke Field.
I think Spash had Kimberly tonight, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Yeah. The last couple of years, they've had a real wicked early season schedule and have come on stronger as the season has gone on.
Kaukauna offense back on the field. Junior Gannon Demler will play quarterback for one play. Likely come up there, take a knee. He does so, and that will end the ball game here at Hiding Stadium. Marshfield Tigers have a tough one tonight as the Kaukauna Ball Club looks very impressive. They'll go to 4-0 with a win this evening. Our final score tonight, Kaukauna 35 and the Marshfield Tigers 7. Back with our postgame report from Hiding Stadium following these messages.
Victory Apparel of Marshfield is the place to go for all your home.
Service of Ag Country Farm Credit Services, supporting agriculture and rural communities throughout central Wisconsin.
Game prep going on behind us. You're at halftime, though, right now. And this is the Nuts Deep Bar and Grill halftime show. Nuts Deep with locations in Spencer and 2 locations for you in Marshfield, open late after the game tonight. head on down to Nuts Deep during the day and the week. Head on over to Nuts Deep Express Grab and Go. That's on South Central Avenue in Marshfield, just south of 14th Street, right next to the Baltus gas station. Again, today's halftime show brought to you by Nuts Deep. Hope you're enjoying the game. We're having a great time here. We've seen soccer, and now we're at halftime of today's Marshfield Oshkosh North football game. You can check out highlights tonight of this game and 6 others. We got 7 highlights tonight on the Zaleski Sports Facebook network, all for you to see. So check those out and find your other favorite Zaleski Sports Facebook channel. And highlights coming over to you from all over the place. Number 6, Colby is in action. We're down in Fond du Lac, St. Mary's Spring, taking on Amherst, Assumption, and Lord's Academy. Rapids and Kimberly. Everybody knows about the Kimberly Papermakers, and a few more games out there as well. We'll check in with Loyal and Bangor. All kinds of games, 7 in total tonight. But until then, you've got the second half coming up. Gene Delicio and Dale Yakitis will take you the rest of the way with your halftime stats. They'll be up in just a minute. Thanks again for watching the Nuts Deep Halftime Show. Nuts Deep with locations in Spencer and 2 in Marshfield, open late after the game. After today's game, head on down to Nuts Deep. They'll take care of you and take you into the fun for the rest of the night. Second half action coming up after that.